Hey guys, so today we're gonna do something I really like to do in all my productions, even if it's slower ones like glitchy, down-tempo stuff or techno or whatever. Like of course the high-tech genres and all the fast track stuff. I use it quite a lot. I really like to take like small bits and pieces of tonal or atonal stuff and just place them in the arrangement, like to create glitchy effects. Usually I combine it with some comp filters, some pitch shifters, whatever I can get my hands on to make it more grainy stuff, delayed, super small delay tails. You'll see what I mean in a while. The way I do it is with like a multi-sampling to create a percussive line, and then I start editing, of course with super lots of randomizations. So what I got here is, first of all, I got a 175 BPM of 175 BPM of like high-tech sort of stuff with kick, bass, and drums. And what we're gonna try to make is this. So it's like a glitchy percussive sort of line. You can use it as an FX or as a lead, or just cut it up, chop it up for percussion sound, whatever you want to do. It works really well in high BPMs. It works super good in the super slow BPMs, like 100 BPM, like sort of all this sort of stuff. I really like to synthesize with my mouth, so get used to it. We're gonna do a lot of mouth synthesizing, like the all this sort of stuff. If I have like a thing I always say is, if you can say it, you can synth it. Whatever you can do with your mouth, you can do with a synth. So this is also like the way I got to this. I tried to think, what is it made of? What is this glitchy line really? When I break it apart, what is it? Is it like... So every time I let out a small bit and piece of sound with my mouth, I can't really do the tonal sounds, but it's small bits and pieces. How do I create these small bits and pieces? Each one of them is different. How do I do it? So what I thought about is taking the sampler. Let's do a new instance. We mute this one. We're gonna take the MIDI. Let's take a higher one to get like really percussion sounds, like high in the frequency spectrum. So what do? We take a sampler. Why do we take a sampler? Because I want to work with samples. I want to work with existing audio source. You can also synthesize whatever you want and randomize this, but I think you can call it lazy, or you can just call it creative and using what you have to create new sound sources. I really like to try and do it like that. So what we need is a really big library of like, I don't know, 100 or 70 or however big you got of any tonal sound that is not an ambience, that will not start with like whoosh, because we will not get the transient for this. Usually, I don't know, let's do Thomas Panton. claps and snares. It's cool to try it. You can try it later. It's a bit different result. I think we go for something more tonal. Exactly. We'll take them all. We will put create a new multi-sample. We will put them all here. We will select this, the star, which make them let's select them all. Distribute, select equally. Yes. All right. What this does just made the multi-sample. When I press a key, it plays a sample. When I press the same key and I move select, I go through the samples. All right. What does this mean for us? We have MIDI, a long one. So now it sounds like this. Plays the same sample, just the same sample over and over again. How can we make it go through samples? We will use an arpeggiator or any MIDI generator that you like. Whatever you like to use is good. Now what we've got, 1/16 of audio coming out. What do we have to do now? This can go, this can go. Let's start randomizing. With this random, I'm gonna modulate the select button. The select knob was what we control which sampler is playing. What does it mean? The random, when I put it on 1/16, it will control which sample will play. That's super nice. Also, you can also use this. You don't have to go any farther. This is like really good material, but we're gonna go farther. Let's touch the ADSR. Let's make it percussive. Let's randomize it more. We'll modulate decay just a bit. 1/16. Ooh. Yes. What else can we modulate? Let's do the speed. 1/16. I like the repitch. It's good tonal stuff. All right, we're getting there. What I like to do next is usually I want to make it's a bit raw and just a bit skinny for me. Of course, the almighty OTT. You can tweak it as much as you want. Next, we can go for let's take a comb. A comb filter. What a comb filter does, it adds a lot of resonances for the frequency spectrum. You can look online, how does a comb filter look? You'll get the idea. We'll randomize this shit too. All the fucking way. All right. What do we have now? That's nice. Let's randomize it more. The resonance. That's awesome. I think if we can add a delay, it would be nice. Now this, you don't really have to do the delay stuff. If you use it, you can also, of course, randomize it. Just the mix, so not every note will be delayed. It gives it sort of spatial stereo kind of more feel, a bit of depth. This is a nice trick I like to use when I work with like these combi textures. Bitwig's pitch shifter is amazing, just amazing. Let's randomize it more. Really amazing. Just a sec, you'll see. Oh my god. I just noticed this is not on 1/16. All right. Awesome. The grain knob makes this even more awesome. All right. 1/16. Let's see. All right. I'm having fun. Again, the upward compression I always keep down. Usually what it makes is like a noise floor. I don't really like it. I want to do just the downward compression, make it all more compressed, more body. The output gain also really needs to go down so we don't get too much of transients. Oh yes. That's awesome. All right. So always remember to clip. Let's see what we got. All right, let's see the result. I think it's good material. For me, it's really good material because all I do is only chop audio bits and pieces and put them there myself. But I know some people like to make stuff more arranged, pre-arranged, I don't know, like sequenced. For that, we can use GateKeeper if you're up for it. Would you like maybe a rhythmic one? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I think we can use it this way. GateKeeper is a great option, actually. There's all sort of stuff. You can also stereo everything. For more spatial movement, maybe we'll go for this kind of stuff. All right, I think it's a good result. Yeah, I like it. Thanks for watching. See you next time.